Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this might be, the finale of the whole recording sessions that we do, with several parts and stuff like that, but it will depend on a few things. So I did spend some time today, or actually quite a long time, actually several hours actually, in front of the PC looking up a few things, looking up some boss fights that are very, very good for the OP wise. Now the Turks battle, if I remember correctly, it's 600 AP for Reno and Rude in the Lucky Midgard fight, 600 AP for both of them. So it's 1200 AP from just them, and then it's 800 from her, so that's 2000 AP total, so that's going to be 4000 with double growth, and that's going to be 6000 with the other thing, but yeah. And keep in mind, so our friend, our big friend over there, the guy, the thing, I would love to equip, the quote-unquote Rising Sun, because the Rising Sun does more damage here and stuff that, which, is nice. But yeah, do we go with Wizard Bracelet or is the question, because, we could step on Imperial God, because technically Imperial God is better than Crystal Bangle and stuff that. But yeah, but I think, right, because most of the things that deal damage is a certain thing, but yeah, so I looked up several things, I looked up, what needs the most OP. So the most OP is, of course, from Knights of the Round, which is, 500,000 OP. Then Bahamut Zero is shared with Typhoon and Hades, I believe it is. These three, they are 250,000 or 200,000 each, or something like that. Meaning, for example, if you equip all 8 Knights of the Round on Barrett, on his missing score, and that's 4 million AP worth of things. Now you need to get to a certain million amounts of AP in order to quote-unquote one-shot, Emerald Weapon, for example, and stuff like that. But technically, right, if you're dealing with weaker enemies, you technically don't need fully mastered, or that, so to speak. Now we won't need the thing yet, by the way. So we're gonna go with Bahamut Zero. We're gonna go with Typhoon. And we're gonna go with Double Cut here, because Double Cut actually needs less. I forgot how much it was that Double Cut needed. So that I think it's 200,000 that Double Cut needs. Maybe it was actually less, maybe it was just 100,000 and stuff like that. Because there are certain ones that don't need a lot after it has gained its second level. There are certain ones that actually need very little and stuff like that. So we do that, and then for the other triple setup here, we go Hades. We could just put that on sneak attack and stuff that. Even though I don't really want to be dealing damage to it at first and stuff that, because yeah. Nah, actually, let's go sneak attack. Just so we can get a bunch of AP for the sneak attack and stuff that's here. And then here, we go with Steel as well, together with Steel again. Or maybe not. The thing is, the whole Steel as well and the Steel did not seem to work. Kinda, and stuff that. For whatever reason, right? So maybe Steel as well with, Comet maybe? Right. Maybe we could... Nah, I don't want to waste Hades like that. Or do we use the Steel as well with another character is the question otherwise. Now let's just go Steel as well with Steel just, because we can. Because we can, damn it. And then here, Hades. Let's go Hades with SP Absorb. Let's go. No. Let's go New Puppets. Let's go Phoenix. Then let's go Alexander. Here we go. And we HP plus here with Claude. We also long range materia because one needs to have long range here. We could otherwise just go with... the main problem is that we will need to replace this guy if we want to have more like long range, because I believe, right, that if you have them with the long range weapon, then they can always do their steal and stuff like that, the characters with long range weapon, but then we lose out on the scimitar gaining the triple thing and stuff like that, but yeah. And with the triple thing, by the way, from the fight, from the diamond weapon, we got 10,500 AP, and that's what we will be getting from this as well, so yeah. We go with... we go with Magic Plus and Claw. Yes. Magic Plus and Claw. We go with all the enemy skills on him. And we need to open the final battle that he quote-unquote hits him. But I believe, right, it's whoever last hits him, right, whoever deals the finishing blow to him, that who's gonna get it, you know, and stuff like that. Guild plus. But we need luck plus, because luck plus is gonna improve his dodge. I'm pretty certain, right? So what's our magic dodge percent? On magic dodge percent, it's 3% under the defense there. Let's do it with luck plus here. So it's 3% right now. With luck plus, it's still 3%. So yeah. Let's actually slap on the HP plus here, the other HP plus, and let's slap on HP plus as well. But that's all the enemy skills. The Guild Plus does not really matter, I feel like. Let's just have the steel here as well. Now there are certain steels that are going to be ground-based. There's basically... on the ground-based ones you can get the circlet, I believe it is. And no, the circlet is from the flying one. And the other one is from the other thing, but yeah. So we need steel there. We need to have steel here, of course. Let's put slash all here as well. All and restore. Right, then we can set up wall with that now as well in case we need to. Which we probably shouldn't really need. I think that will do it for now, at least with the setup. But yeah, and the thing is, I do remember how to do the not create one, because the not create one is basically used that you stand everyone to the left except for Tifa, which you send to the right, and you make sure that you have Vincent and the other party member with you and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's put him in back row, and he has of course the long range with the... But of course you don't need technically the enemy skills yet, and stuff like that. Yet. But I mean, those fights won't give you anything. They won't give you any AP anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's better to have all the enemy skills here and stuff, because, you know, and then hope that he targets this guy, you know, in the final encounter. Right, because we equipped the Scott Guard on him, yeah, we did. So. And I don't know why specifically you need to have Casey and Vincent and stuff that. I'm guessing it's because certain characters pick up certain treasure chests when you send them a certain way and stuff like that. But this is the setup, and let's go and defeat yourself a funny... Now this first battle I believe is gonna count as flying. You need to quote-unquote deal 20,000 damage to 42 immediately and stuff like that. Otherwise, of course, certain things happen. Of course, gonna read in here probably. So circlet, it will go that good. So now we can start dealing damage to it. Do Alexander. Yeah, so we stole a circlet there. So that means that it counts as flying, this encounter. The thing is that if you do 20,000 damage, it leaves immediately, but there is a certain amount of battle you will always get. Otherwise it leaves after 4 to 5 turns, I think it is that it leaves after otherwise, and stuff like that, but yeah. And that's of course if you did 20,000 damage. But if you quote-unquote hit it once with, if we hit it once with the thing, you can of course also go elemental together with the hidden element, which is basically not a non-elemental. It's not like sticking like Ultima with it and stuff like that, but it's like sticking Restore with it, for example, and stuff like that. And there's only a few attacks that has it. Some people that say only Ultima Beam has it, but that's untrue. There are a few more. I think there are 3 attacks in the game total that has that quote-unquote element. I think we will need to wall up here, actually. But then I don't think you can see multiply, right? Now the Ultima Beam coming in. Yeah, Alexander there. Hyper jump. I mean, more circlets are always nice, you know, and stuff like that, but the only thing I care about is getting one of the reflect rings, then we might just go all out, you know, and say, okay, that's his first escape, because that's over 20,000 damage. But he can only go to certain locations, by the way, and stuff like that, that's very important to remember. So yeah. The other thing is often it's very, very hard to tell where it's gonna go first, whatever, because basically the encounter IDs has certain numbers to them, so there are only certain locations they can go to and stuff like that. But I think there is a maximum of 6 encounters you can get. I've seen somewhere that oh, there's 9 different locations you can go to or whatever, right? But there is one, for example, that is the basically, let's just say they have a certain number, right? And there's a certain location that he can choose to go to as his second location, but there are basically 2 he will choose between to take, because both of them have the same encounter ID. I forgot what the exact number was, if it was 182 or something like that, or 172 or whatever, but there were 2 places that had the same encounter number basically, and stuff like that. But here's the thing, right, if you would do 0 damage to him, that you would need to eliminate the 1 million from him and stuff like that. Except of course that the damage that you did in mid-deal, I believe, carries over, because he has a million HP, but the damage you deal in each encounter carry over. And if you deal over 20,000 in each battle, you know, so it's 20,000 times 5, that's, you know, what, 100,000, right? It's just 100,000, so, you know. Or maybe it's not 1 million, maybe it's just 100,000 layers in health. Whatever, I forgot, you know, but, you know. The thing is though, if you have like the triple speed on, for example, it will be really, really bad, you know, and stuff that for the thing. But yeah. We will probably need to refill the water bottle, by the way, after the first like thing and stuff, but yeah. But you can, for example, if you would go with elemental, by the way, and your elemental is just 1 star, then that will cause the worst thing though is that he can quote-unquote go to the quote-unquote Northern Crater, which is bad because that will trigger the cutscene at the Northern Crater and stuff that. But after the cutscene triggers, he will still be there and stuff that. But then the main problem is that will quote-unquote, that will cause the Midgar thing to happen. That will cause the Midgar cutscene to become available, and it can quote-unquote fly over Midgar. So in worst case scenario, that prevents you from defeating him until disc 3 if that happens. Because then you have no choice. So you have to get a bit lucky and hope that he doesn't choose the Northern Crater. But I believe also the encounter ID, even though it's a fixed encounter ID that he goes to, or whatever, right, that he should only have 2 places he can show up at. You might say, oh, you just activate the triple speed and then just wait for him. and that can be true and stuff that as well, you know, but you know, he will fly around for, because I felt like there were at one point and I used, because I remember testing at some point on a file, basically back testing like 3 times speed and then just waiting at the supposed location where he can shows up, and it seems like you have to quote unquote chase him around in order for him to actually go to the place he's supposed to go to, but yeah. And of course this is really why you want to Knights of the Round him like immediately and stuff that, but of course you can just go with the whole, as I showed you, that you can go with the mountain chocobo over there, so you use park near Icicle, and then you can go into the quote-unquote glacier section again, not the Gaia's Cliff, but the glacier section, which is what the snowboarding section kinda is, or the place you get to afterwards, because you want to meet the quote-unquote snow enemy again. You can of course check where his quote-unquote shadow is going, even though the shadow is not easy to tell, but yeah. But you want to quote-unquote always be below him so you don't like run into him like we did here and stuff, yeah. It kind of feels like he's gonna go to the northern crater because of this, because of the, where he's flying around. But it can of course change, but you can kind of tell when he's gonna stop, because he will go in a certain specific way. And you can of course tend between all the encounters if you really want to and stuff like that, but yeah. Now I would say also you save before each encounter, because I believe if you save between each encounter it won't like reset him. For example, if you would die to one encounter and you will reset, he won't like quote unquote disappear from said location as long as he has stopped basically. So you don't save after the encounter basically, but you save once he stops somewhere. This is probably gonna be, because he cannot stop at Wutai. Wutai is not one of the locations. He can stop at Nibelheim, technically I think. Nibelheim, he can stop at Corel, basically not Corel. He can stop at Midel. He can stop at Northern Crater, he can stop at Midgar. And of course Cosmo Canyon is where he stops there. He can also stop at Gongaga and stuff like that. But usually he will just fly in a complete straight line once he decides to where to go and stuff like that, but yeah. But it is a bit annoying. And I used to think that flying into him will make it go faster and stuff like that, but yeah. But it does not. And I know that there are people that like this, you know, and stuff there, but it's like very, very annoying. Like, if there were a way to speed it up, right? If there were a way to speed it up, I mean, there is a way to speed it up if you use Knights of the Round him immediately and stuff there, but yeah. But more circuits are, of course, very, very nice and stuff there. And yeah, I know that, you know, that you cannot really call this a speedrun, you know, and stuff there, but, you know, stuff there because we have done things slowly, but that's of course because I've been wanting to explain things. And I always say that, oh, it's supposed to be a test, so stuff that. Also, when it comes to the Zelda game, by the way, yes, I have played it and stuff that, but the thing is just that I've been missing out on several days of using the amiibos and stuff that. You know, and the amiibos can still give good or loot and stuff that. But the loot they give, you know, the ones that can give the armor set. The armor sets aren't very good until you upgrade them a lot and stuff that. But yeah, that's a great varies. But the thing is, of course, if you miss out on a lot of days, you can use that back to the date that you missed and then go and do every single day and stuff that. But yeah, but there are certain of the amiibos that I would say are not worth using like every single day and stuff that. Use if you want to save time, right? Because otherwise it's a lot of scanning to do. Because not every amiibo has a set to it, basically, and stuff that's, yeah. Right. And of course I don't have all the Zelda amiibos, by the way, so yeah. Oh, he's at Round Island now, even. That's weird to see him all the way. Like, why are you going to Round Island? Wait, he can stop at Round Island, can't he not? I'm pretty certain that I've seen him stop here, actually at Round Island for whatever reason, like, you know. That would actually make sense, right? Instead of it having to do with the golden chocobos, while if like ultimate weapon is actually like, you know. But then they would have to toughen him up if ultimate weapon is the thing that would, you know, give you the Knights of the Round or whatever, right? Yeah. Or maybe it should be like refights with certain bosses, right? Because I think the refights in Super Mario RPG the stuff that the remake for that went over pretty well and stuff that, you know. I don't think so. I think only like 1 or 2 maybe of the super refights were hard. And stuff that, like, there is one that basically is that you have to beat the boss before it beats you and stuff that, but there's all like specific strategies that you want to use basically to make things happen. To me it kind of looks like he is either going to go to Midel or he's going to go to Midgard. Going to Midgard is of course good because we haven't been to North Crete yet. But here is the thing, right? Once we get the reflect ring, we will hope in the battle that we just get close omniscience and then we're just gonna omniscience them up. Because there's no real reason to get multiplier reflect rings. I would of course love to get another quote-unquote air encounter so we can get another circlet and stuff, that of course, yeah. Oh, what is that energy? You think I'm just gonna give up? You think I'm just gonna give up? The worst thing is we cannot pause while doing this and stuff that, you know, so yeah, so I can check the timer. Lord, energy! Pregante drag. And then what's it used to go to Midgard now? Yeah, it's gonna go to Midgard. Because now that it has been flying around for a ridiculously long time, it's gonna choose now. Nah, it's gonna go somewhere else. This is so annoying, right? Because I think that this can take up to 1 hour or whatever, right? If he decides to be a complete douche. I think it's RNG when he decides to stop, when he decides to go somewhere. And I always used to think that, oh, you don't want to be too close to him. No, now he has decided it's Midgard. It's Midgard. Nah, he's going towards Junon. Junon is not a target, right? Nah. But I feel that sometimes maybe it's just that you're in the way, basically, and stuff that you want to have him far enough away. So he cannot land the Corel. Come on, Corel. Corel, I think, is the ground encounter. Because we didn't do enough damage for him to like go to the final place. Gongaga. Where are you going? Not. You're not gonna stop here. This is not. You're not damaged enough. Nah. Where the fuck are you going? Damn, you fucking decide already. He's flying home. I did not do that much damage. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, come on, Pop was a mean dude. You know, we put razor blades in barrels or whatever with water in them or oil or whatever. Come on, Pop. And yeah, there's the Cactuar Island, by the way. So yeah. Oh, it's you can morph them into Tetra Elemental, which is nice. And there's of course also the Goblin Island that we are gonna need to get a Xenoxis from eventually. Instead that you can get Goblin Punch as well. There's also of course sort of specific setup you need to do to get, because you need to use level 4 suicide on the ones that the Chocobo farm to make them use the Choco Bottle and stuff like that, but yeah. The Choco Bracelet is of course an armor and stuff like that. Choco Bracelet, if I remember correctly, right, is used. It's speed on it, I think it is, or dexterity on it. What energy. Have you decided? Has he decided? This looks like a straight path. He's still flying straight. He's still flying straight. Yeah, Nibelheim. You're gonna... Yeah, you're stopping there. Okay, so you're stopping at... Okay, you're stopping here. we go. Save. So you decided to stop at Nibelheim. This is a grounding counter, I would say that it is. Unless you see this should put it. This is this is an air encounter, which is good. Because we set up, let's set up a wall actually immediately instead. And let's deal with Claude. And let's deal with... Yeah, another circuit, so still that's good. Do we regen? We regen. But yeah, we're gonna take left from Ultima Beam now because we have set up the thing in time. I mean, the thing is, I would like to not do too much damage to him, you know. Because keep in mind the thing that I want is the reflect ring. Although I think that there is somewhere else that we could get the reflect ring otherwise. Let's go for that. I'm pretty certain though that our Omni Slash wouldn't do enough damage to him to send him to the last place. Otherwise I'm pretty certain that the last place is the ground encounter, right? It's not a flying encounter. Oh, it is a flying encounter. The place is a flying encounter. But then we need to make sure that Vincent gets the final blow. Right. Yeah, this is not gonna deal because 90, or actually 9,999 plus whatever this does. Right, that's... Yeah, that would be 98,998 damage if we do 9,999 damage twice. Yeah, we did not do that, so now we almost... No, that was enough to send him away. You chicken shit! Okay, where the fuck did he go? I don't see him. But just making sure, right, because we didn't give him an enemy skill, yeah, we gave all the ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 enemy skills. Because I'm pretty certain, right, that enemy skill is actually one thing that you need for like the master command material, right? I think. Let's try and find him. Now, of course, if he went to the last place, he will use teleport there immediately. You won't even see him flying around, basically. And stuff that, although that shouldn't be the case. He should not be here yet. He's not here. But you just need to check around the places that he can go to, basically. It's just what we need to be doing. We just need to check. It's not a place, but Midell is one of the places, of course. I'm not saying that he just went there immediately and stuff that, you know. Yeah. So he could, of course, decide to go to Midgar. Because sometimes I feel like sometimes he doesn't fly around as long, basically, and stuff that. Sometimes he just decides to almost go immediately to where he's, you know, supposed to go. I don't want to see him here. Don't get too close here, by the way. You can basically we can do this. So we just need from a distance. Because we can easily tell if he went there or not before getting too close. because otherwise we would have seen him basically. But the main problem, of course, is that he can fly out there at the round island part, you know, which is annoying if he decides to do. Or sometimes he flies out too high, of course. But then the chocobo appears as yellow, by the way, on the map, even no matter what color it is in the chocobo, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, let me check a thing first. Because I want to check the timer. Okay. Yeah, 30 minutes already. But yeah, we have now, because we don't have a single one equipped, right? We don't have a single. We do have 4 circlets now on top of it, because we don't have any equipped. Yeah, we don't have anything of these. We could of course toughen up. No, we only have 1 toughening so far, right? Yeah, we have gotten 2 together, it's 1 toughening. So here we will have the circlet then. Circlet will be the second best thing here. Actually, circlet on him instead, circlet on him. So we can do even more damage with the magic circlet on him. And there's the barrier thing. But yeah, set him up with the tough ring. So again, as I've said, if you want to have like the best black and gold weapons, then like yeah, Buntline is up there, but yeah, but technically Rising Sun is better, of course. But yeah, and of course Scimitar is good for the triple growth. But if you're facing bosses or enemies that give you less, then it's just worth going with the double one there, basically. It depends on the encounters that you're getting, you know, and stuff there, because yeah. I mean, I'm pretty certain that he will go to the location even if you're not near him, right? That he will just fly around for a certain amount of time and stuff that. We could of course just activate quote-unquote triple speed and hope that he just, you know, just goes to wherever he wants, you know, but yeah. But sometimes I don't know why it feels like he used to disappear sometimes, you know, and stuff that, because yeah. He cannot be at Icicle, right? But then this is where you would basically, you would land pretty much over here where the chocobo thing is, and then you would just take your chocobo to where the notificator is. Let's just go around it and check. Yeah, it's not here. Let's go near around the island. He might just be flying out here to see, you know, most of that, because keep in mind that he will never quote-unquote go invincible, or that, oh, you cannot see him because, you know, oh, you lost track of him, so now you have to reset or whatever, because that is not the case. He's actually flying around. It's not that, oh, it doesn't render him if he gets away from you or whatever, right? He will just be flying around somewhere. And often he will be flying around out at sea, of course. And by the way, out here is where Goblin Island is, basically, because it shows up on the map. That's the Goblin Island, by the way, so yeah. We know that we have seen him fly over here as well, flying over these parts of Medell. There he is. Hello! Hello, friend! You wanna buy something? Oi! Oi, bruv! Oi, wait! But you want a boy? Boy? You got a license? Oh, he went the other way there. He was like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, maybe that did affect him. Maybe he will. Okay, Midgar. No. Midel. Please, Midel. Okay, so this will be the third encounter, by the way, because the first one is there. The second one, this will be the... no, wait, so the first one was at Unon. The second one was at Nibelheim. Yeah, the second one was at Nibelheim. And those are the only two encounters I have gotten. So this will be the third one. And you can get a maximum of 6 encounters. We haven't got a single one of the ground-based ones, though. Stuff that. Midgar will be ground-based, by the way. Midgar will be ground-based. I mean, he won't show on the ground. He won't like be standing on the ground like her doing a sexy pose or whatever, or doing a T-pose. I wonder if they can actually T-pose in this game, or if this game is too old. I forgot which was the first game that I like T-posing. I mean, I'm pretty certain it's possible to make the characters T-pose in this, you know, that... I'm pretty certain that Claude technically does have a T-pose. Why are we using propellers when we could use our jet engines from the... okay. Now the thing is, of course, right, like I want to talk about the whole Knights of Round, right, that if you get Knights of Round as early as possible, then of course you will get all the AP that you get from the train section, by the way. And if you go to wait, if you wait within the Ancient Forest until you have Knights of the Round, then you benefit, of course, from whatever double weapon you have equipped when you go to the Ancient Forest. No, he said Gongaga. Yes, that is good, because Gongaga is going to be a ground encounter, I'm pretty certain. Yes. Gongaga is going to be the ground encounter. Yeah, ground encounter, so we steal. We can steal with everyone. Couldn't steal anything. Right, it might have been good to actually steal first here. No, that doesn't do that much damage, but it's still a bit scary here. Still reflecting, yeah. Nothing to steal. Slash. I don't know how much damage Omni Slash will deal at this point. Let's see. Oh, is our Omni Slash cracked? 2.6k. And keep in mind that all of these hits are actually criticals, but you can also crit with it. Which is funny, like all the crits are, they are already critical, but then they can quote-unquote crit, and that they will then probably deal what, like 6k damage, because how it works. Yeah, that's the reflectoring. That should be it, right? It should now just immediately be here. Maybe not. But I mean, we do, what, 15 hits? It's 15 hits that you do with it, by the way. It's 15 hits that you do with it. So yeah, so... I mean, we have so many 10, so it doesn't matter here. And stuff like that, but yeah, but it should be here at the very bottom now, unless we... No, we did. We did actually go down a bit here, so... reflectoring. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 2 reflect rings we have now. 2 reflect rings automatically set up for reflect. Although reflect, the way reflect works is it only lasts for a certain amount of turns. Okay, so we did basic, so let's say we did 2600 or 2500 damage. Actually 2500 to make it easier. And then times 15, because there's 15 hits I think, Omni Slash. That meant we did 37,500 damage there. And we did like 20,000 times 3 in the other battles, right? Or times 2 or whatever, because he did escape there for 5 turns. That means that it's 40,000 plus the other thing. 40, 50, 60, 70. So he has about 30,000 health left, and if he has 100,000. I'm pretty certain, right, that he doesn't have 1 million or whatever, right, that it's just like 100,000 for him and stuff that. Fun fact is, of course, Ruby Weapon does not have 1 million. Ruby Weapon actually has 800,000, I believe it is. But I think also that places put it wrong. They put like I've seen places that they say that, oh, on game roll weapon is level 99, but that wouldn't be true, because then Conformer, even though Doom of the Living has not a very high damage multiplier, it's basically 0.6 something, I think it is, or maybe even less than that. So that, but there are sites also that says that OMG that the high wine doesn't have a good black damage multiplier or whatever to it, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, but it of course has a lot of hits. It actually has the most amount of hits. It's actually more than 15. I think it's 18 or whatever it has. Oh, there it is. So now I got our reflect ring, so that's when we have 2 reflect rings. I mean, I would like more circlets. That could be great, you know, to see. You can get his thing right in if we could use limit, but you can have him go into chaos, and then chaos will probably be the 9,099 damage like each turn and stuff that. And if he does Satan Slam will hit twice for 9,099. So yeah, so we could do that as a strat, because wall and the healing is on seed and stuff that. Yeah. But we need to save that for the quote-unquote final encounter with him and stuff that. So. You know, and maybe, right, let's say the recording would stop while we're doing this whole chase sequence, right? Let's say the recording is gonna stop and we're still in the chase sequence here, which would be, you know, bad if that happens, you know. But Kidman, technically, if we would want to, we could have just farmed up a bunch of power sources. Because I'm pretty certain with the Conformer we could just go and one-shot the ones at the Congaga reactor. And even though that's a single enemy, basically, you can get power sources from it. And technically, if you really want to, you know, if you farm up sneak attack, then you can just have sneak attack linked to morph. And then you will use morph at the start of the encounters, and then you just want to use enemy lure to quote-unquote get as much encounters as possible. And I believe enemy lures stack up to, I think 2 enemy lures is how you max it out. And then you will get encounters way more often and stuff like that, which is good. If you want to farm. Keep in mind also that the movers that can give you the best amount of AP in the game. You have only like a 4.7, I think almost 5% chance as an encounter to happen. But the thing is, it's just 2,400 AP that you get from the movers. And the highest you can receive from the magic pot, you receive 1,000 AP each from the magic pots. So you receive 2,000 AP from 2 magic pots. So it's not worth just taking the mover encounter and stuff that. As long as you have, of course, 99 elixirs. And if you really want to have an easy time to set up elixirs, you used to do it during the encounter with the magic pot, because you just use one of whatever item you want, like whatever item, like a potion or whatever else, right? And then the item you want to duplicate, you select as the second item, but then you cancel it. You select it, cancel it, select it, cancel it, or whatever, right? Or is it that you have to use the item you want to duplicate first, right? Or is it you use a potion, use, you know, it's either one of those 2 ways, right? That it's either the item you want to duplicate you have to use first, so you have to have 2 elixirs to be able to do it. I'm pretty certain that you only need 1. Because you use up the first item, but then the second one, when you go back in and out, you basically gain more of it and stuff like that. Because yeah, you need an elixir for each of the magic pots basically. And stuff like that. Now both Emerald weapon and Ruby weapon gives you 50,000 AP by the way, so that's 150,000 AP with triple growth. But it's only of course the stuff that's in your triple growth that gains that, right? Your other equipment will only gain whatever, you know, growth those things have. So unless you set up, you know, the rune armlets and stuff that, you know, you can, you know, benefit from it. But I wouldn't recommend that you use rune armlets against Ruby or Emerald weapon. Unless you, of course, just max your stats on your characters, because then it, you know, really doesn't matter. But you want to make sure that when you max out your stats, you're wearing the worst gear possible. So you wear your Buster Sword or whatever, right, on Claude or whatever, right? Just wear whatever is the lowest you can wear, basically. So make sure that you can get as much power as possible, you know. Okay, so he went to Fort Condor. He went to Fort Condor. Right, and this will normally be the fourth encounter, but I'm pretty certain that this will count as be the last encounter, basically, because we did so much damage with the Ominous Slash last time, so yeah. Let's see, yes, ground encounter, that's good. So we set up a wall. Maybe steal with him. Steal with Claude. Set up the wall. Couldn't steal anything. Hyper jump at least. This something King is guaranteed to give him the limit break though. This next one. So that's 4,000 damage. His wings. We steal. Steal the reflector in the Hades. Because that's gonna throw him. No Bahama Zero. Black Hold. Let's see. Now of course the Ultimate Weapon is very good for Claude, because Ultimate Weapon has the insane stack of not only having like an insanely high magic stat, but also having like insanely high like spirit on it. It is technically the best weapon in terms of all the stats you gain from it and stuff that, just because of, you know. That might have been because he got enough encounters. He did Ultima Beam, he did the swipe, he did what else did he do? I think that's because he had so little health left there, so that he will just be now at, he will be at the Cosmic Canyon and he will have very little health left actually. I don't think he will even have the full 20,000 because of the damage we did with Ominous Slash that time and stuff like that, so he will just be here. Where is Cosmo? Right, so we got another reflect ring, right, on the ground encounter. So now we have, that means that we have 3 reflect rings. 3 reflect rings. That's 3 reflect rings. And technically, right, we put circlet on him. So we technically have 4 circlets in total, which is good. But then all the material our enemy is still there. And he doesn't have the E. So. Now this is the best way to do it, by the way, because, you know, now you cannot of course guarantee that he's the one that's gonna get hit. We won't be able to guarantee it. So, let's see. But he should go immediately into using the Steel from Claude, Chaos. wall. Set up wall. Chaos. Hopefully it won't use one shot immediately and stuff that. Chaos Saber. 2000k, that's good. Does not too much damage. Nothing to steal, okay. So final encounter, he has nothing. Satan's damage, so this is the one that will hit twice, so one damage there, 5500. Followed with... Now please don't tell me that was it. Let's use this gravity attack. We did not get time right, we did not set up time right. No, we did not set up time here. How many hero drinks do we have? We only have one, so I don't want to use that up. Satan Slam again. I'm pretty certain it's supposed to be 2 hits, right, isn't it? Let's use that. Right now it's Shadow Flare. Please hit him, yeah, good. Issues are right. Gör den med sin Shadow Flare. Jag was able to tank the hit there. That's the thing that Chaos actually has very high defense and very high, you know, magic defense as well, so. And then he returns to the planet he used to make it go, and that's supposed to be when you're supposed to be able to go into the forest, because now you can see, oh, now there's a path up to the forest and stuff, so yeah. But yeah, that's great. So now we have the... So now we have Batman Zero at needing 14,000, so we have 21,000 OP now for it. Typhoon at 25,000 because we got Typhoon earlier. And stuff that. We got double cast at that amount and stuff that, yeah. We have Shadow Flare. We have Shadow Flare. We have Shadow Flare. We have Shadow Flare. Nice. Yeah, so we got Shadow Flare on all of them. And Shadow Flare, as you can see, if you go in here, a big non-elemental damage on 9 opponents, so that's 100. This course makes it really good. So that's, yeah, that's very good. So now we do this. Remove all of those, and remove the circlet from him and the toughening from him, and we go with I mean, you technically don't need Barret until the later part of the encounter, by the way, and stuff that with the whole place. Let's actually bring Yuffie so we can get Yuffie up some levels and stuff that, you know, because the fights don't give you that much AP and stuff that, so I'm so, yes. It could of course also just being Kate's because Kate's will get a super good weapon for Kate's, you know, stuff that's and we don't require to have them in the party, by the way, to get good stuff. So yeah. Anyway, Barrett, you will be using a circlet. And she will be using Puffering. And I will probably hook her up with the thing afterwards. But yeah, I mean, we could, if we really want to, set him up with the drill arm, but the drill arm is really bad. It's not a good recommended like thing. So yeah, let's go double cut again. Bama Zero Typhoon, and now we go HP plus, Magic plus, Steel of course get the best, Steel gets Steel as well. And put them out. And then Barrett with some all, and maybe all. Yeah, why not? Set up the restore. Anyway, here we want full cure, here we want contain, here we want time. Barrier. Everything we already have mastered. Exit. And why not have all of them right there? And in combat. Set up like that, so yes, he doesn't have a lot of HP with that setup, but then we go here with sneak attack plus sneak attack, and then we go with Hades, New Mammoth, then we go with of course HP plus MP plus, Luck plus, Speed plus. With another Steel. Actually, let's we don't need the weakest all there, we can just go with Steel here as well. Barrett. Let's just go with Slash on there as well. So they don't have a lot of HP. Let's set up, yeah. Nothing both of them have long range. Claw does not have long range, but Claw in front row. I'm pretty certain Claw will be fine with that. Just sneak it out. Okay. That's our build. And we'll just save here now. And then the next part, we're gonna go into Midgar, but we're gonna of course first get the cutscene here that we're gonna be getting. So see you all very soon in the next one.